The 2011 Cambodian Foursquare Leadership Conference was held in Chao, with everyone joining together on a shoestring budget. This year, people paid their own way. They brought the buses in. They helped to maintain the grounds, prepare the sleeping area, cook the food, serve the meals. Everyone's doing whatever they had to do to get this conference together. But it was a time that brought people together in more ways than just the physical presence. Work was done to create relationship through planned games and relationship building skills. Pastor Longkut, General Supervisor, kicked the conference off with the theme, the Kingdom of God. The dancing girls from the Chom Church demonstrated a cultural dance. Pastor Sue stood up and began to preach on the power of forgiveness. Couples were reconciled and people and pastors began forgiving one another for sinning against each other in the past and gossip. And there was a great release of joy and celebration as people were freed up in the Spirit. Every morning began with a cultural show of some sort, with the kids around the country putting on a demonstration of the power of God. Morning sessions began with worship every day for an extended period as the joy of the Lord was released, and of course His power was felt as people lifted their voices to praise the one and only God. Pastor Peter taught on the authority of the believer and the power of God, how Jesus released the keys to His kingdom to the church, and our job was to see that heaven was delivered to earth, and what was bound on earth was bound in heaven, and what was released on earth was released in heaven. Longkut continued with that theme by showing that as the presence of Jesus Christ on this earth, our job was to deliver the goods. There is no sickness and disease in heaven, and we need to deal with it on earth. Ted Olbrich taught about the power and authority of the believer, that we need to quit apologizing for the power of Christ and demonstrate with authority the power of God to deliver people from demonic and devilish possession. Pastor Sue took up the theme of Acts 10:38, how Jesus Christ of Nazareth went about doing good and healing all who were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him, and got each and every participant to claim that verse for themselves. As they started to minister to each other in power, they encircled the entire auditorium with a ring of Spirit-believing, Spirit-filled prayer warriors, and manifestations started to follow. Deaf ears were opened, blind eyes were seeing, lame were being healed, and the kingdom of God became present on this earth. It was a time of great joy, and all of the people who were there left with a new taste of what it means to believe that your kingdom is coming and your will is being done on this earth as it is in heaven.